Hey, Peavy, this is Dimitris calling from Chicago and Metalkaoz. I'm happy to have you again. We spoke for After Lifelines.
Yes, Kalispera. I
Well,
don't know what time of the day you have in America, but for us it's evening here.
well, it's 12 in noon. It's noon.
Okay, okay, it's noon. Okay, so Kalimera.
Still, yes, that is applicable. Appreciate you speaking Greek.
No, 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 just three words. My Greek is lousy. You should
Well,
do it
you
in a
should know a
Yugoslavia.
couple of words, right? You have been in the presence of Greeks.
It's long ago since I lived in Athens, 30 years ago.
Well, yes, but you have Lucky Vasilis,
We have
right?
Lucky in the band, but we don't really speak in Greece because he was born here in my area, in the rural area in Germany, and we usually conversate in German.
He is not even cursing in Greek. I cannot believe that. Saying bad words in Greek.
Yes, of course, he speaks fluently Greek. Might remember some of the bad words, yeah.
Well, let's not do that. Okay, okay. Let's start talking about the new album, and I will start that in a bizarre way because I don't start by talking about the artwork, but I will explain why. Who did the album? The cover artwork for the album.
Karim König, Karim King, that's his name. He's a graphic designer at Lucky Bob at Lucky's company.
Mm-hmm. So
He's
why I'm
doing
asking
artwork since a couple of while already, since a couple of years.
So why I'm asking about this? First of
Mhm.
all, Sound Chaser, the creature, looks more human than ever.
Yeah, can be. He's a newborn sound chaser. That's our band mascot, and it's a newborn version coming out of the half-rotten version from the last album. He's
Mm-hmm.
like a butterfly coming out of his how do you call this in English? This thing with the
Transformation. Transformation.
yeah, the transformation when it how is it called before it's a butterfly?
A caterpillar, something like
A
that.
caterpillar, yeah. Okay, that's he's like creeping out of the shell, out of
Oh,
this
okay, okay.
skin.
But this,
Mhm.
the looks goes hand in hand with the music, because I don't know what happened to the band. Now you are looking positive.
Yes. What happened to the band? Basically, we're in a really good shape. We have very good mood in the band. Uh, um, After last year we celebrated our 40th anniversary. We
Mm-hmm.
had this big double album. We had the band biography out, and to me personally, it felt like I can let the past go. Like the last 40 years, we have said everything about it, and now just let it go and jump into the future. So it felt a bit like free of all the ballast. And inside the band, I'm really happy working with Gene and Lucky. We grew together in this last 5 years. I mean, with Lucky, I'm big friend since 30 years. But
Mm-hmm.
with Gene is 5 years in the band, and in this constellation, we really grew up together. And yeah, hard to describe this. We are we're very creative. Gene is like bombing me with ideas, and I'm bombing him back. And we're just writing songs constantly. We have our own studio since a while,
Mm-hmm.
where we can work like 24/7. This is, of course, very convenient. So there's no need for us to do demos anymore or pre-production. So we can just record the stuff from the scratch right away, which makes it, of course, really fast. And um, there was not a plan to do a new album that quickly. It just happened, and we just realized after in this year spring or so, we just realized, hey, we have 15 new songs.
Oh,
What do
really?
we do with this now? So we talked about this with a record company, and they had this idea like bring it out now, because we had a song in a movie here in Germany, a song in a movie soundtrack. It's a quite famous movie. It just came out 3 weeks ago or so. Has already, for German circumstances, like 3 million visitors already in the cinema, which is pretty good here for Germany in this short time. It's the mm, its predecessor, the first one, which is a kind of Wild West parody,
right?
and the first one came out 25 years ago, where we already had this song "Straight to Hell" in the soundtrack. And the film director, he just called us last year, asked for a pimped up version of this song for the new shot,
Oh,
and
they ask specifically for Straight to Hell.
yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
asked specifically again for Straight Hell. He said that's an iconic song for an iconic scene in the movie when the bad guy, this kind of criminal comes appears in the scene. It always is together with this song. So for him, it was essential to have this song again in the movie for this scenery, and but he wanted to have a modern version, a more pimped up version, because the old version 25 years ago sounds a bit old fashioned, and he wanted to have kind of modern sounding version. And we did this for the movie. And then a record company, when we told them we have already so much material, and they, yeah, just put it out right away with the movie, So we have all this promotion together, all this, we can use this synergetic effect,
So
So,
there is a new chapter in Rage, right? Writing music, using their music for movies, right?
yeah, I mean, basically a little bit of a coincidence, it's not what we do regularly, of course.
Of course.
But yeah, it fitted really good, and for us, it gave us a lot of attention, especially here in Germany at the moment, as this movie is really in every talk. It's in every media.
Really?
Yeah, it's really famous over here. I mean, of course, in America you don't hear about this, but here in Germany, this is right now one of it's number one on the cinema charts, and it's really working well.
So the movie became famous because of Rage, right?
Oh, no, no,
Uh,
no. The movie
Come on,
became
man.
because of the first part of this, the
I
first
know.
one was called The Shoe of Manitou, and now this is the Canoe of
The
Manitou. It's
Canoe
like
Man, yeah.
like a part two of this, 25 years later. This first one was already immense
Yeah.
successful. So of course it's the remake now. It's not really a remake, it's a like a second part.
And there is a Greek character there, if
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
there's also already a Greek connector, also a Greek connector.
There you
Uh,
go.
I think it's also Dimitri is his name also, I
Right,
think.
right, right. There you go.
Actually, it's a German actor that just plays a Greek. Lucky we were at the premiere party. We were invited, and lucky we just talked with him. His name is Rick Cavinian, and he doesn't speak Greek, but
Oh,
he understood that in Greek language always the sentences are turned around. Like you start with say with the ending. It's different to the how you talk in German.
okay.
Germany it's completely set upside down, and he already Lucky's dad back then. When the first part came out, he liked it very much because he understood the essence of a Greek grammatic. So. Um, Lucky gave him some good tips, for if he wants to continue with his role.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Perfect.
and
Perfect.
uh,
However, there is a very, very positive message in the album. And honestly, I haven't thought about that like that because we are getting bombarded by negative news. Everything is terrible right now. Even the
mhm,
even you can see countries in Central Europe, right? You have France going through
it's
difficult
terrible.
times. Everybody's going through difficult times. We owe money to everybody, and we don't
Yeah,
know what's going on.
I mean, there's a lot of disruption in the world. Definitely, the Western um, primacy in the world is like getting lost sooner or later.
Mhm.
China, India, everybody is running in the picture. They want to Russia, or they want to be part of the main how do you call this? The main nations, the
Yeah.
people, the nations that run the world scenery. So a lot of disruption, a lot of changes, and Europe, especially Western Europe, is kind of getting grinded in between all this. Um, and like you said, at everywhere it's only bad news. Like everything is falling down, and plus we have all this Vogue thing going on. Like they're coming with this climate catastrophe. And all these narrations. You know this from the States. I guess you have
Yes.
the same stuff going on there as well. So after I had this kind of scenery already on the last album, it was a kind of bit of dystopic album, you know. The
Correct.
lyric, the last one was a bit dystopic. I just thought when everything is at the bottom line, you know, and everything is really much down to the ground, then what would be the natural cycle? What is down has to go up again, you know.
Sure.
So I'm making a view in a far future, maybe that I hopefully will live. You know, I don't
Mm.
know how much time I still have to on this planet here, but I hope for the future. Maybe not in the next years, but maybe in don't know 10, 20 years or so. Um, that everything will go up again, and the societies will find a way to get together. You know, and that everybody in this world can prosper. You know, so
So
I
you
believe I
think
believe that we as human beings we have the ability to get together. You know,
you
we don't
believe
have to
that we
be.
can do that?
I hope so.
Okay. Okay.
You know, what
Uh,
what what else can I do than hoping, you know? I try to give it a positive some positive inspiration, you know. That
um,
was the idea behind the lyrics.
the intro has a spoken part, but I failed to find if there was someone giving a speech. So where did that come? What does that come from?
It's some words from me. It's something I wrote down,
Oh, okay.
and our the guy that does the orchestration for our orchestrated songs, you know, he worked also with us on After Halflines, Marco Grasov. He and Gene together they constructed this intro, you know.
Mm.
I think he did this. I don't know where he got this speech from, you know, or the voice from. Probably it's computer voice. I have no idea,
Okay. Okay. So you did use,
but it's my words.
okay. So in
Mhm.
some way you did use orchestrations.
Not
Although
only
you
for
didn't, I'm
only
joking.
only in the intro. There's
Yeah,
some
yeah.
some some stuff going on there, but I think it's more keyboards or so
Yeah,
happening
I'm
there.
trying to be funny because in this album you don't have orchestrations.
No orchestration, so
Um, however, you have. I like the message that you have in Freedom and the music video that you guys released. So first of all, did you have any to do with the concept of the music video for Freedom?
yeah. We discussed this with the director of the video. It's Marco Witzki, it's his name. He's pretty famous here in Germany for doing music videos with lots of artists, not only metal artists, also for other rock and pop artists. Or so he's pretty expensive and pretty famous. I think he's also really good, you know. And we discussed the concept together.
Those do go hand in hand, right? Expensive and famous.
Yeah, probably.
And I like that the video ends with "Freedom begins where fear ends." Uh,
Hmm.
so that's a powerful statement. In that video, you wear a T-shirt of a Metality T-shirt, right?
Yes, all right. Do you know that? Do you know the club? I'm member.
After I researched the new album, after I found about them. So what do they do, and how can Metalhead support it?
Actually, I'm a member of the club.
Mm-hmm.
This I learned to know them during the pandemic when we were sitting here in lockdown. We made a kind of beer tasting with them. They invited me for a kind of online beer tasting, and that's where I learned to know them. It's just a metal club, but they are trying to do some social work, you know, bring to include handicapped people or to help homeless people by collecting sleeping bags, leftover sleeping bags on festivals, stuff like this, you know. Basically, they want to have a good time together, listening to metal, exchanging themselves with metal, you know, kind of organize festival trips and stuff. But besides this, they try to do some social work, you know.
Is this
And
only in Germany or
no,
in Europe?
they started here in Germany, but they are already meanwhile all over Europe. They have chapters everywhere, also in other European countries, and they hope to spread, of course, all over the world. Maybe they get some people that like to join in America. They like maybe people want to join somewhere else on the world. So they're kind of still like expanding, you know.
That's great. That's great. I mean, we are a society, the metalcore.
Yes,
We have a
and that's
community, right?
exactly that's what I wrote this the song "Fire in Your Eyes" about. You know, it's about the metal society, the worldwide metal society that I'm a part of. You know, this is my tribe. It's my society, my people, everywhere in the world we understand each other through this music and through a kind of mindset. I think metal people have a certain mindset, which exactly is where I feel home, where I feel familiar, you know. And this metal community worldwide, they made it possible for me personally that I had this fantastic life doing my favorite thing, you know, the thing that I love, doing this kind of music and make a living from this, you know, for 40 years now, my whole life. I'm not doing nothing else than making metal, you know, and traveling all over the world. We never got that big like Metallica, but it's big enough that I had a good life, you know, and that we can still continue with this, you know. And I guess if I'm not getting drastically ill that I have to stop it,
Come
I
on,
hope
man.
I can finish my life also with this. So I'm really grateful to all this metal community that made all this possible, you know.
Yeah, knock on wood, please. Let's not say these things. Um,
Yeah,
um, I like that the music, hearing the album, I get to hear some old raids. I'm talking about Trapped era, but at the same
Mhm.
time, I get some new ideas. For example, a great example is Next Generation, where I hear these drum rolls and there is this Eastern vibe there. So,
Exactly. This came from Lucky, this kind of influence.
really, really.
Yeah, yeah. He's always coming with this kind of um, Eastern, South, whatever. What is this? I don't know. Arabic a little bit, you know, kind of. He likes this kind of stuff, you know.
But this has the vibe of trap, right? Um,
Mhm.
so when you start writing music, I assume, and I'm almost sure, you don't have a plan, right? You just start music, and whatever sounds good, you record, right?
Exactly, and especially with this album, it was like this. On the album before, we had a little bit of a plan before we started that
Okay.
we wanted to do a double album, that we wanted to do one orchestrated disc, one more metal focused disc. This time we had absolutely no plan. There was not even a plan to do an album. We just collected songs because we had the ideas, we have the opportunity to record them right away in our studio, and so we were kind of surprised how quick this was, you know, how quick the process was, and how good the results were. We didn't even expect this, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the amount of music you guys put out with 2 albums, it's probably 3 albums or even more. So
Mhm.
I cannot imagine how you can create a set list right now, but that's a different discussion, I guess.
Yeah, this is always the same.
um, who is doing the growling vocals at the end of Cross the Line?
There's some of the growls are from me and some are from Gene. Gene is doing
Oh,
all kinds of backing vocals.
you are expanding
It-
your vocals, maybe? What?
yes, I had growls already
Yeah, I
since
know, I know.
a couple of years, since first time I did it on 21.
Mm-hmm.
Serial Killer, this is my growls. I got influence from Michael Ackerfield from Opus.
Oh, okay.
Big
Um,
fan of him, of his vocal style, you know, this kind of
so
combination.
you have released a book, Sound Chaser, and I'm
That's right.
sure you know many have asked the question, will there be an English version?
Yes, there will be. We are pretty close in finishing the work on it, and it's supposed to come out by end of the year or maybe beginning next year. The exact release date is not confirmed so far from SPV, but it's in the pipeline, definitely.
How was that process? Going back, looking back, digging old stories. Remember maybe some bad ones. I don't know. Uh,
Yes, it was kind of painful a little bit, you know, like a kind
mm,
of psycho session,
mm,
like doing my own therapy.
sure.
It starts really from my birth to and goes through all the heights and lows and the deep low moments, you know. I had to be honest to myself. I had to go through memories that were kind of painful, but it was good. So I could leave it all go, you know. It feels like really free my mind, you know. It feels like I freed my mind from all this ghosts from the past, you know.
Mm.
Can let it go with this book.
Do you think going through that, as you said, therapeutic process had anything to do with the vibe of the new album?
Yes, I guess this positive vibe is also um, a result from this letting go, from this kind of feeling that I can that I'm rid of the ballast from the past.
Hmm. And this is closing a chapter and starting a new one, right? Okay.
I hope so. Yes.
Oh no, you no no. Yes. Let's say yes.
That's at least my wish. That there's still a bigger chapter.
Of course, of course. Um, and right now there is a strange, bizarre situation with how some countries can ship stuff in Europe. So I hope we will get the album here. I have pre-ordered even the 7 inch of the
Mhm.
Straight to Hell. So I don't know if you have any input on that.
No, I don't personally have absolutely no input. I don't
Okay,
know how SPV is set up for the States. I
okay,
guess they have a kind of collaboration with the US, at least a distribution company or so.
that
But
would be great.
actually, I'm the wrong guy to answer these questions. We should
Yeah, I'm
maybe
just.
maybe you can ask Björn. You were in contact with Björn from Ettingen, right?
I will.
From
I,
SPV.
you
So
know,
maybe you ask him about this.
I'm just sharing my pain because we get so many vinyls from outside the US. So now this is totally frustrating. And I don't know. I'm just sharing my pain with you.
Yeah, it's a momentary situation, but all this kind of stuff that will change again, I guess.
Hmm.
I'm
I
really
saw
hopeful.
that you announced an orchestra show in Greece next year.
Yeah, it's in Volos in I think July or so. We will play a big orchestra show.
So will this be the only show with orchestra, or are there plans to
Mhm.
do more?
There's another one this year in December here in my home place,
Hmm.
and of course, we plan more of this. This will be a constant thing, but not too many. From time to time, we do a show like this, but yeah, this will happen constantly, but rare. Say it like this.
Well, I was trying to see if there are any plans to release another Lingua Mortis album.
Yeah, good chance. I can't really say too much about what exactly will be an album after this new one now, how this will look. But of course, there's a chance that we will do something like this again.
Yeah, with you guys having a studio, you never know, right? We may
We
be
have
talking about the next album next year.
we have we have already actually we have new tracks already. We're working on new tracks as we have ideas constantly. But too early to really to say what's going to be with it. What's going
Of
to.
course, of course. The paint has not even dried on the new one. Come on.
Yes.
Um,
So
2 days. You have some 2 days. Of course, you started with Germany, some another European countries on October. Then the last show I saw was December 7th. Do you plan to add more, or the rest of the shows will be for the next year?
yeah, everything for this year that we are done. I'm an old guy and I don't like to tour in winter time and when it's so fucking cold. I just get sick. So we will continue, and I think in February we show up in Japan. We have a tour for Japan. And March, we will be in South Europe, where it's already a bit warmer in Spain and Portugal. And so, I think there's already a South American tour set up, including Mexico also. And yeah, we're just constantly uh, scheduling more gigs, anywhere, wherever possible.
Well, you are circling North America. So any chance to see
Yeah,
Rage,
good
Chicago? I
chance.
don't know, man.
It's a matter of the cost. At the moment, it's
Mm,
really expensive to get a working permission for the
it
states.
is, yes.
It's really like we have to get pay like a $30,000 in advance or so before we even hit the ground.
Oof.
And there is nothing made so far. So yeah, it's difficult for European bands to do this. Especially when you're not so big, like I don't know, established bands that know that they're gonna make some money there. We don't even know if we make some money. Maybe we can only play smaller club shows or so that without really profit or so. So it will be a big minus for us then. So we try whatever is possible. We're in close exchange with American booking companies. If we might get the chance to do a support job for a bigger band or so, there's a lot of stuff in the discussion. We really hope to make it happen.
Man, for me, it's painful because the last time I saw Rage was in Greece, and it's
Mhm.
been an awful long time. So either I will come to Germany, or I don't know. We need to meet halfway. I don't. I need to see Rage again live.
Yeah, we'll be around, and we'll I don't know, somehow it will happen.
Yes, I'm sure about it. And as I always do in our discussions, I always ask about refuge. Anything on that side?
No, not really. Not at the moment. This is on ice, put on ice. We didn't kill it, you know. It's still a possibility, but for now, there's not really a need to do this, you know. Plus, especially money, he's very busy with his job. You know, he's doing a regular job. Um, he's working in a as an official for the town where he lives in, you know.
Hmm.
So he's out of the music business, you know, and he doesn't really have time, you know. Last year, for example, when we had this anniversary shows, plenty of shows, we invited him that we could do at least a couple of songs within the shows, you know, in this refuge lineup.
Mhm.
Chris was with us, but Manio was here. In the beginning, he said, "Yeah, I try," you know, and then a week before it was like, "Oh, I don't find the time. Sorry, you know, I cannot come." So
Yeah.
he's really busy, you know, and I mean it's okay, you know. I'm not angry with him or so, you know, but he has his things that are more important for him, you know, than doing metal, you know.
Yeah, of course, it's life, man. How can
Oh,
we stop
yeah,
life about that?
no, it's a personal decision, and so,
Yes,
but
absolutely.
it's not forgotten, you know. And if there's a chance or so, and or a good reason for doing this in the future, we might do it again.
I'm just being selfish. This is why I'm asking. Fans
Yeah,
can be
okay.
selfish, and I am included in that.
No, that's
Um,
okay. That's okay.
Thank you very much for your time. Say hi to the rest of the band.
Yes, I
Love the
will.
new album. I
Thank you.
really do. And I don't know. Let's see if you guys expand in the soundtrack vision business, and
Yeah,
we will have you here, guys,
that would be
supporting.
cool to get some contacts to Hollywood.
Absolutely, and I cannot wait to get the book in English and to see what you have to say about the old stories. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it might be interesting for you. All right. So
Thank you,
thank you,
man. Have a great
Eugene.
rest of your evening.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye bye.